Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Welcome back for episode number 2 of our Madden 21 Dallas Cowboys rebuild franchise. In the last episode, we kicked it off with a little introduction and our off-season plans and the draft. So, just to give you another idea, in case you missed or forgot, here's basically going to be what the roster looks like for this season, as I spend an upgrade point for Ezekiel Elliott. We got Dak Prescott at quarterback. He unfortunately is playing on the franchise tag this year because I offered him the exact contract that the Cowboys gave him, 4 years and $160 million, which is more than market value, and he turned it down. So here we are. We've got Zeke at running back, so we're solid there. Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and rookie Kadarius Toney make up the wide receiving core. We've also got John Vea Johnson and Amon-Ra St. Brown, another rookie. And then on the offensive line, we've got Tyron Smith, Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, and Leo Collins. We made the decision not to draft an offensive lineman, specifically on the interior, and go with Biadasz and Williams. So hopefully that pays off for us. And at tight end, we've got Dalton Schultz. So that's the offense. Defensively, we're looking to get some contributions from some young guys. We've got DeMarcus Lawrence at left end. Hopefully we get another big sack year from him. Randy Gregory is on the other side. Hopefully we see some production from him. And then we're hoping Neville Gallimore and Tristan Hill, along with David Irving to a certain extent, can get a decent amount of production out of the defensive tackle spots. Our corners are a group that I'm actually excited about. We've got Patrick Surtain, who we took with the 10th pick in the draft, and paired him with his former Alabama teammate Trevon Diggs. And then we've got Jordan Lewis in the slot, who we re-signed, and Anthony Brown is still there. At linebacker, we've got Vander Esch is in the middle. Let's spend his upgrade point and use it for run stopper. So that's good. Jalen Smith, we moved over to the left side. It's still really weird to me that speed rusher is his best trait, but whatever. He's never done that for the Cowboys. Ooh, we got a +1 speed and a +1 tackle upgrade. And a +1 acceleration upgrade for Jalen Smith. That's really nice. I actually want to go look and see what his speed and stuff is now. So he now has 88 speed and... Where is his tackling at? It doesn't even show it on here. His main coverage is garbage. What the heck? Where is his tackling at? Oh, there it is. 84. Okay, is the first thing on there. And then Aldon Smith, we re-signed and moved him up to right outside linebacker. He will probably be one of our pass rushing defensive ends. So it'll probably be one of the defensive tackles and Gregory in the middle, Lawrence and Smith on the outside, and then Jalen Smith will probably be our primary sub linebacker. And then we drafted Caden Stearns in the second round, and Donovan Wilson. We moved over from free safety to strong safety. So we've got a lot of potential, but we need some guys to step up. Special teams, we did cut Greg Zuerlein and Chris Jones. Chris Jones actually got cut in real life by the Cowboys, which I thought was interesting. But it was a move I would have made. We've got we cut Greg Zuerlein, we cut Chris Jones. Hunter Niswander was already on the roster, so we went ahead and just kept him there. Will Lutz we signed in week 4 of the preseason, I think. He was just sitting there. And then our return guys are going to be Tony Pollard. So yeah, let's go look at our specialist. Yeah, Lamb is going to be playing in the slot. Zeke will be our primary running back for both third down and power. Jordan Lewis in the slot. Rush left end will be Lawrence. Yeah. Okay, I might have to go change that. I want Van Der Esch and Jalen Smith both to get a lot of playing time, but I think we'll be better off if Jalen Smith is there. Okay, depth chart. Rush D tackle. Okay, so Gregory is a 70 overall rush D tackle. That's fine. Rush right end. We're not going to make Jalen Smith. We're going to make that Alden Smith. And Bradley and I can get some work in there too. And rush left end is DeMarcus Lawrence with Dorrance Armstrong. Oh, excuse me. Couldn't get to the mute button in time. Okay. So there's that. Let me go do something real quick. I am going to change my EXP sliders. You will see now what they're used for, or what they're going to be. We're going to put that at 120. That at 120. Some of these positions don't upgrade really well, and that's why I want to do this. Tight ends especially don't upgrade well, so that's why theirs are a little bit higher. I'm going to bring wide receiver down. Fullback I don't really care about. Offensive line is real tough to develop, especially because you don't get development traits. And I'll explain those a little bit more when we get into the we actually get into some of the gameplay, so that I can kind of explain that once and then not have to go back over it in future episodes. Defensive ends will do 125. Defensive tackles will up a little bit more. Linebackers progress quite a bit, so we'll do 115 for them. Corners, we'll do 120. And then the safeties don't develop very quickly, so we'll do 130 for both of those. And punter and kicker don't matter. Well, they do matter, but they don't matter for their progression. So yeah, that's going to be that. So we're going to start the season off with a home opener against the Giants. Does that sound familiar? It should. The Cowboys do that all the time. So we've got some upgrade points. For anyone that might be watching this that's new to Madden, the upgrade points upgrade certain skills. Like we put one into his deep threat, which is an archetype, and he got +2 to his catch and traffic rating, his catching rating, or 1 to his catching rating, and 2 to his deep route. And here I'll show you on DeMarcus Lawrence. Like, see, they've got ratings for every position, and obviously certain ones are more important to certain positions than others. So yeah. And if we put it into Speed Rusher, which I'm going to do right now, he goes up to an 88 overall. Obviously, the higher your overall, the better. And you get those. And those guys are backups, so we will just do that. And we will start off at AT&T Stadium against the Giants. We actually have 3 straight home games to start the season. So that's exciting. Oh, the Giants signed Allen Robinson. Wow. Huh. I wonder who they got in the draft. I don't know. Oh, I think they took Rashad Bateman, if I remember right. But, so yeah, I guess we'll start. For anyone watching this that's new to Madden and is watching it more for like the football and the rebuilding aspect of it and the Cowboys of it all. I'm trying to think how I want to start with these explanations. So the most important thing to, I guess, get into is how players develop. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory, but there are 4 tiers of development. There's normal, star, superstar, and superstar X Factor. At superstar, they get certain passive ability. At X Factor, they get a special ability that is active once you reach certain requirements. And when they reach those requirements, they get a really powerful ability that can just completely alter their performance. So we get a nice push up the middle from Randy Gregory there. A 3-yard loss there. So obviously the goal is to get as many people as you can to a Superstar X Factor, or a Superstar, because you can technically speaking only have 3 active X Factor abilities at a time. 3 on offense, 3 on defense. So 6, I guess, technically. And for Dallas right now, we have 2 total Superstars. Oh, and we actually got the stop there. So 4th and 1. Gregory's starting off with a really good game. So we're going to force the punt here. We have 2 Superstar X Factors in Amari Cooper and Zeke. Our Superstars are Dak, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, CeeDee Lamb, and I guess that's it on offense. Defensively, it's we have no X Factors, but our Superstars are going to be Demarcus Lawrence and Jalen Smith. And then our 2 of our rookies, I think just 2, no, 3 of them, had hidden development traits. Surtain, oh, okay. That was a bad drop there by Schultz. Yeah, they're hidden development, and it just unlocks after they play a certain number of steps. Oh, that was odd. But we got the first, so whatever. Ooh, okay, Elliott, get back up. Keep going. Turn them legs. We obviously, our goal here is to establish the run it as much and as often as we can. And we're going to get shut down right there. Oh, and I think that might have been a face mask. Oh, and it was. So we're going to pick up the first down anyway, despite getting sacked. So I'm kind of glad we got the face mask. And that's something I think the Cowboys need to really get back to next season if they want to be good, is running the ball. Obviously, last season you can't hold it as much against them because you really can't hold it against Zeke. They were playing behind a lot. But Zeke finished top 10 in rushing on the season. That's pretty good. All things considered. Nice run there by Dak. We should probably be a little bit more careful when we're running with him. The last time Dak scrambled against the Giants, he broke his ankle. Oh, and that was Tony Pollard with a 5-yard run. Okay. Tony Pollard is an interesting name, and I think we can spend some time here talking about him. He has a tendency to be really good for Dallas, and I wish they would use him more because he changes the pace for them running the ball so much. He's quick and he's shifty, and I don't know, he's different from Zeke. It's not like the difference. Zeke's not Derrick Henry or anything, but he's a bit more powerful, and Zeke will beat on him for a little while, and then all of a sudden you send Pollard in and he'll get a big run. you know, for us, as far as Madden goes, we can't exactly switch. We can't exactly switch them out at will, you know. So we have to. So you know, when Pollard comes in, great. If not, do we really lose anything? I don't know. The whole change of pace thing, I don't think really applies in Madden. If we get tackled for a 1-yard loss there. But he's one of those guys that may be a cap casualty here pretty soon because... Oh, touchdown to Dalton Schultz. 7-0 lead for Dallas. Oh, 6-0 lead. The point after is not guaranteed. And I think we might have missed it. No, we didn't. Okay, good. So he's a guy that we may have to consider trading or letting walk. I think we could get pretty good trade value for him, so I may look into doing that. Him and Blake Jarwin are both guys I want to look into trading, and Anthony Brown too. Pollard, I think will be really easy to trade. Brown, I think will be pretty easy. Jarwin, I don't know about. Oh. And Diggs got stiff-armed. Big time. That's going to send it to the second quarter.
Now this one complete on a slant route, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So now the Giants have started picking it up a little bit. They're moving the ball some. Let's send a blitz here. And of course we send the blitz and they actually pass. Surtan's wearing 33. That's kind of weird. Whatever. But I think Jordan Lewis is 25. So I think he was 27 and then he gave up his number to Trevon Diggs, which is kind of weird. But yeah, they're kind of getting to us a little bit here with the pass. The run hasn't been super successful, but we almost get the sack there with Gregory. Oh, so another item of note about Madden, so that y'all don't think that my defense is as bad as it's going to look. We're playing on all Madden difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty, and it has a tendency to make bad quarterbacks look really good. Daniel Jones is likely to throw like 2 incompletions this game. The key is containment. Which really probably is the key for the Cowboys defense anyway. Let's be realistic. But so far we've been pretty good. And that was not great. We get the ball on the 5. Or they have the ball on the 5 rather. So first and goal on the 1. Let's send everything we got at him. Salvin Ahmed. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Donovan Wilson. That's nice. And that's the kind of stuff we like to see. He's a guy that we need to develop. His development will be big time for this team. Oh, good tackles, good tackles, good tackles. That's what we needed. A 4th and goal on the 2. So they're most likely going to cut it to a 7-3 game. Who is their backup? Is that Jamie Newman? I think it is. Interesting.
him in his tracks. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up for the offense.
All right, so hold him to 3 despite the drive. We, it was a bend don't break thing.
Those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
On the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you pick it up for me?
All right, picked up a yard. Now, for the record, I do want to get my passing game going too. So, and there's Dalton Schultz. Oh no, Tyron Smith is hurt. Imagine that. He's a guy we're gonna have to make a decision on pretty soon too, because he's rather injury prone. I don't know what his injury rating is in this game, but he makes a lot of money and he's getting old. Elbow bursitis. You're coming back in because your backup is garbage, which is somewhat on me because I didn't sign a good swing tackle. I may have to cut some depth receivers or something and some of these bad backup offensive linemen and sign a good swing tackle. And we hit Amari Cooper on the slant. And he gets it up to the 10. 34-yard gain. Nice job there by Amari. Good job by Dak rolling away from the pressure. It was actually not 1st and goal, despite what they say. It is 1st and 10. There's Dalton Schultz. Oh, they called that a touchdown. I am very surprised. I was expecting to be down at about the 2. So let's watch this again. Nice throw. He's open. And I don't really think that's a touchdown, but okay. Okay, booth review. We'll see. Yeah, okay, overturned. Ball at the 1. I'm not mad at that because I definitely didn't think it was a touchdown to begin with. But Schultz is wide open in the end zone anyway, so we'll hit him to get the touchdown he rightfully deserved. So we'll take a 14-3 lead here. Hopefully the defense can hold and we can carry this into halftime. And we're taking a 13-3 lead because I can't kick.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a first
I'm thinking there's a pass coming. Yeah.
Maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
Oh, and who was that? That was Alden Smith. Let's go. Redemption tour continues.
Gets the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll complete this to Ingram as time.
And I came up for the hit stick on Ingram with Wilson, and it didn't go through. Donovan Wilson hits pretty hard. I saw some of his plays last season, and
This is Barkley. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down.
Donovan Wilson makes the open field tackle there.
Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
So it took the timeout. Hopefully we can get something. I don't want to force it too much. And that was not smart. I should not have taken that. But
Possession goes over here on the punt.
you know, we've got 25 seconds and the ball's on the 29. There's not a whole lot we can do. The Dallas
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We'll try. Maybe Lamb or Cooper gets open over the top.
How aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how
Oh, and we got the throw out of sack animation, which is terrible.
if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete
Yep.
as he was knocked as he threw it, and he took the ball off course. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for
And we'll just let the clock run out here.
continues to run.
Let it get to halftime.
Leave him with 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights. And
All right. So skipping over all that nonsense, as no one cares. And we do receive the ball. So it would have been nice to get a score before halftime, just to extend the lead a little bit more. But it's better to do that than to have thrown an interception and given them a chance for an easy field goal or something.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offense
Oh, that was a nice block by Cooper. I just couldn't get around. I love seeing Biotish upfield too. Oh, and Zeke entered the zone. Okay, so this is a good example of this, and I will explain. So what Zeke's ability does means that he's guaranteed to break the first tackle. However, it goes away if he's tackled for a loss, and he was tackled for a loss, so we don't have it anymore. But you saw him break the first tackle there, which was nice, and then there just happened to be another 2 or 3 or 4 guys there.
maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup.
Oh, and that nearly got picked.
Tried to dive.
I don't really know what I wanted on that play. I mean, I kind of threw it over in the general direction of Gallup and Cooper both, so I guess I was kind of hoping that just somebody would get it. What?
Looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off.
Okay, that is not at all where I threw it.
They will bring it back. It's a
Okay, so through the power of replay, do we have access? We don't. Okay, so we're gonna have to watch them celebrate.
Goes without saying, but
So Dak gets his first pick of the season because he decides he's gonna throw it where he wants to. So I am looking at CeeDee Lamb right here, over the middle. He goes. He's wide open right here, which is about when I throw it, I believe. No, okay. 1, 2. I throw it to him. I'm fairly certain I pressed the right button for him. However, Dak misses him by... Dak just throws it way over his head. It looked like he was throwing it to Zeke. Or something. I don't know. So, instead of getting a really nice gain for Lamb, we throw a pick 6 for the Giants, and they are all of a sudden back in the game. No, Zach Wilson is now the quarterback for the Colts. They also have Chris Godwin. That's a scary team. As another item of note, since we also don't have any of the trades that happened, but before the official league season started. So Carson Wentz is not a Colt, Stafford is not a Ram, and Goff is not a Lion.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So I felt that was necessary to be said.
Dallas offense back
Yeah, I'm still very confused by that interception. I don't know what Prescott was doing. Maybe I didn't press the right button.
at the 30. They'll hand it off to Elliott.
I suppose it's possible.
And they'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Elliott.
Ooh, big run by Zeke. And Amari Cooper picking up some blocks. So 82 yards for Zeke on 15 rushes.
well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing
So we've broken 100 yards total on the day with
sustained runs, taking their time, and
between Zeke, Pollard, and Dak. And Brian Poole is hurt. I'm guessing that's their slot corner. I know who Brian Poole is. I just don't know if what his role for them is.
Pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup.
Ooh, and there's Gallup with a big gain.
And they're going to have another first.
I'm trying to let you spread your arm, you know, show off your arm a little bit, Dak, but if you're just going to miss stuff, then we're going to go back to old Uncle Shay, the old Dink and Dak, you know. Okay. So, okay, who are we looking for here? I like Gallup over the top, but I don't think he'll get open. So, my next read is Schultz, and he's open right there. Schultz is having a pretty nice little game here. If he could get a breakout scenario, that'd be nice. Oh, I guess that's another item of note. Breakout scenarios occasionally are triggered for guys to go up in season on their dev traits. Otherwise, oh, Zeke, what a run. What a run as Zeke finds his first rushing touchdown of the season. Let's go. Get the run established. But yeah, otherwise, if they don't get it through a breakout challenge in season, the only way they can get it is by meeting certain criteria at the end of the season, and I'd be lying if I told you I knew what they were, because Madden kind of just makes them up. I know if you can win an MVP, you go up. That's pretty much guaranteed. But, yeah, so hopefully this game will get us a dev trait for Dalton Schultz. And it's also really random how you get breakout scenarios, too, because, like, I had... One time I had a receiver get back-to-back 200-yard receiving games, and he didn't get the opportunity to go up, and... Oh, I accidentally called a timeout. I didn't mean to do that. Oh, well. Give him some time to think about it. And so DeMarcus Lawrence with the big stop on the run. I think I'm gonna like the way that our pass rush defense is set up with Gregory playing in the middle. He's actually getting a really solid push. Oh my gosh. Okay. So the cut might have actually saved us a little bit there, as it kept him from breaking it real far. Oh, Jalen Smith with the... He smacked him. We also are going to have to start considering what we're going to do in the draft next season, the draft and free agency. Obviously, we've kind of got band-aids right now at certain positions, especially on defense. Damn. Well, we bid on that real hard. So that was easy. You know, Gregory is not the long-term answer at right end, and Alden Smith is definitely not the long-term answer at right outside linebacker. So we're going to have to consider bringing some guys in for those positions. And then if we don't get... I'd forgotten that Allen Robinson was on this team because he has not been featured at all. Alright, going into the fourth quarter with a 20-10 lead. And now they're in a empty backfield. Oh, nice pass breakup by Jalen Smith. Would have and that, for the record, is Daniel Jones's first incompletion. It's just, that's what all Madden is about. I wish Van Der Esch would have actually made a play on the ball, but
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this.
we're gonna run man. Hopefully it goes okay. Should have Sertan on Robinson, and I didn't, but it was incomplete. I had Sertan on Sterling Shepard. No, Darius Slayton. Okay. I don't know why. I don't know who was on Robinson. So 20-13 lead here for our first drive in the 4th quarter, and we are obviously going to turn to Zeke again. It's been successful up to this point. It's been successful up to this point, and now we need to run the clock. So there's, I don't see any reason not to do it. But they're trying to get cute.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one. No doubt about it. And there's nothing
we were out rushing them by quite a bit. I think it was like 90 yards.
everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes.
Ugh.
But they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game.
Well, 3rd and 10. We can't run now. I've got to pass.
We have not seen that much today.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key.
Thought about running a screen. We might could get Lamb open for a big gain here. Ugh. Hold on through contact. My gosh. I have 99 yards passing this game. We're paying Dak $36 million. We're paying Dak $36 million to have 99 yards passing. You love to see it. You love to see it. I missed the hit stick and missed another tackle. And Trevon Diggs finally gets there. That's a big gain for the Giants. So I don't know where that came from. Oh, Saquon. See, the problem with blitzing here is... Oh, Gallimore. Let's go. What a stop. What I was going to say was the problem with blitzing is if they pass, I'm screwed because I don't have anyone back to... Or I don't have anyone else to help. And we're probably not going to get there in time. Let's go. Half a sack for DeMarcus Lawrence, half a sack for Aldon Smith. They're still going to get the field goal, but... So the defense has only given up 9 points because the touchdown was off of that pick six. So really not bad. I mean, I get the whole, like, yeah, you know, maybe go for the touchdown there. And you probably do if you don't get sacked there. The sack was the issue. You know, they had 19 yards to go to get to the end zone. It's doable, but it's not likely. Oh my goodness. All right, well. So the clock stops there. No one was open.
But that brings up fourth. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps running.
Oh, it's 20-16.
For them because they know that they pick
And they've got it on the 32.
really
2 minutes, 46 seconds left. So
like to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
if they get the touchdown, it's going to be real tough on us.
Intrigue with the games going on, and this one no
A touchdown and an extra point would make it 23-20.
operating from the gun. Jones looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Oh, y'all have got to play better.
Get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I don't know if man or zone is going to be better. That's the problem. I think like scheme-wise, zone is what we should be running, but...
Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete.
Oh, he stayed in bounds, the fool.
A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. Give him 7 on the play. So
But I'd almost rather them conserve time.
down to the final 2
Because if they end up scoring,
game. So it's Giants.
the more time I have, the better.
We welcome you back, and let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come on, guys, get a turnover.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones.
What?
That's complete left side to Shepard. And he's gonna
Why?
first down here as
What? Okay, no, we've got to go look at that. We've got to go look at that.
tackles made.
I want to look at that play, but it's not going to let me.
30.
It's not going to let me look at the play. Okay, well.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and Gregory gets there with his speed. Let's go.
Randy
Great time for his first sack of the season.
Graham as that clock continues to run. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
Oh,
Do everything that he had been told
good job by Diggs.
to the technique.
You know, he brings him down right away, keeps him in bounds.
Make sure you hold on to the
Lawrence nearly got there for the sack.
getting sacked.
So 3rd and 23 for the Giants.
Back to throw. Catch made by Slayton.
It's okay to give up catches as long as they're in bounds.
3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the
I'm putting him in man. I think they can do it.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And Robinson with a
And it turns out they couldn't.
and he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone.
So now the ball's on the 23. Oh, they're going to review it. Okay, okay.
It's a first down.
I skipped over the last review. We're not going to skip over this one because it's important.
And he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the
And 1, 2. Yep, I think that's a catch.
exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and
Yep, it was a catch. Ruling on the field is upheld. So, 1st and 10 for the Giants on the 23. Minute and 1 second left.
They'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Damn it.
And he'll be out of bounds about
I've got 6 yards.
yards shy of the 5.
Okay, I need one of 2 things. They either need to score on this play, or
Course with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning
I need a turnover.
for goal. Operating from the gun. Jones.
And they're down at the 1.
This will be caught at about the 6. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. And
Okay, so
touchdown.
the Giants take the lead here. Oh, I didn't mean to do that.
Use their 2nd timeout now.
Well, that's going to come back to bite us. I have a feeling.
4th quarter.
Both of those timeouts that we accidentally called.
He's got it. And this is
And we've got some weapons on offense. 10 plays, 69 yards. Nice.
and it was polished off by a
So that Randy Gregory sack ended up not mattering. And honestly, probably going man on that one play was probably a bad idea.
taken about 7 yards deep. And with time of fact,
So it's 23-20 here.
things out at the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys
I mean,
down 23-20.
like, the Giants are not a bad team. So us,
Only week 1 of the season.
we're probably playing about where we need to with them.
1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw.
Oh.
Downfield.
How did they close so fast?
Complete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's
Why is Dorrance Armstrong over there with Will Lutz? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, I guess we're going with this. I don't like that play as much as the play action one, but
to throw.
Oh, pass interference. That works. That works. I get the yardage, and the clock stops. James Bradbury there, the Giants' #1 corner. Okay, so if anyone gets open, it's going to be Gallup. Oh my God! I hate that. And that's the game. Okay, Dak Prescott is 260 pounds. He did not get hit that hard. Neither interception in this game was my fault. One of them, I don't know what was going on. I don't know where Dak was throwing the ball. I don't know what he was doing. He threw it way over the head of CeeDee Lamb, and it got returned for a touchdown. That is just Madden garbage. Madden thought that it was a good idea to put that throw out a sack animation in the game, and 90% of the time, all it does for me is cause me to turn. Ugh. That's frustrating. Because I'm pretty sure if we would have gotten that, we might have been in field goal range if we caught that. So we're gonna start off the season 0-1 because stupid Madden stuff. So we'll go back and look over the stats. The defense is going to have to be better. I mean, well, the defense was really good for a long time, and they were really, really good against the rush. But let's take a look at the stats real quick. Okay, Dak has got to play better. 8 of 16 for 99 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. That's not going to get it done. Zeke, game's not on you. 23 carries, 107 yards, and a touchdown. Schultz had a solid game. 5 for 44, 2 touchdowns. Cooper, 2 for 40, 1 for 15 for Gallup, and we never even went after CeeDee Lamb. Well, we did. Dak didn't. We did. Collins gave up a sack. Donovan Wilson had 7 tackles. Trevon Diggs was leading us in tackles. That's the problem. Jalen Smith, Gallimore, Wilson, and Gregory all had a tackle for loss. And then had a sack and a half for Alden Smith, a full sack for Gregory, and half a sack for Lawrence. So we're getting pretty good pressure. Yeah, ultimately, Dak just has got to play better. And maybe a little bit of questionable defensive play calling on my part, but I wanted to trust the young guys. And evidently that was not the way to go. So I got an upgrade here for Gallup. Cool. We're upgrading a player that I'm pretty much guaranteed to trade at the trade block, because
now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Oh, why do I have? Okay, that was weird. I don't know what that was. But anyway, that was week 1 of the season. We lost 23-20 to the Giants. That sounds about right for the Cowboys. So really, am I doing any worse? I don't think so. Next week, we've got to take on the Cardinals. That game is going to be really annoying, as Kyler Murray is awful to play in this game. Oh! See? We got the thing. We got the thing. The breakout player scenario for Dalton Schultz. Okay, so all the negative energy I had about that game has been sort of replaced by the positive that came out of it, which was the dev trade from him. But see, it's random. 44 yards and 2 touchdowns. I have legitimately had guys have back-to-back 200-yard, 2 touchdown plus games and not get anything. So, and part of it is going from a normal to a star is a lot easier because that's what he's doing. And the other part of it is that he's a tight end, and tight ends get dev traits like I don't know, fill in your whatever allegory or metaphor, simile you want. But that's, I guess, something to look forward to for the next game. That's definitely something we're going to try and get, because having a star development tight end that we can work and try and get better will be big for this team, because that's another area that we won't have to try and improve in the draft and free agency. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the first bit of gameplay for this series, please leave a like. If you're excited to have Madden again coming back, for those like 2 or maybe 3 of you that watch the Chicago Bears stuff, leave a like. All the new people here just watching for the football and the stuff about the Cowboys and everything, leave a like, subscribe. It helps a lot. The likes will maybe help push it out to some new person. You never know. But yeah, guys, I thank you all so much for being here. Next episode, we'll take on the Cardinals and have a good time. And hopefully, we've got a new star development tight end by the end of it. So, this is Casual Flacker saying bye bye.